Hey everyone, how y'all doing? And I wanted to make a video about the shiny Koraidon and shiny Miraidon event that is supposed to be going on at GameStop. So we see right here, GameStop on the official Twitter/X page says get free Pokemon alongside the Mega Evolutions launch tomorrow at Games or only at GameStop. Now you can't get any of these, you know. The cards obviously always sell out super fast, like the trading cards. That's a whole other topic. But we're talking about the distribution. Like, I do not understand why this event was handled so poorly compared to the past, which I generally have not had problems getting codes in the past from GameStop. I know they've done events with like Shiny Solgaleo and Lunala. That was a while ago, of course. They've done other events, Shiny Poipole, I think. Who knows, whatever else they did, you know. And I haven't had a problem getting those codes, you know. They do run out eventually, but they've had them more than, you know, for more than 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's see what people are saying, because it's available September 26th, which was yesterday. So it says get shiny Koraidon or shiny Miraidon for the first time by visiting GameStop and picking up a special code card. Yeah, right. So basically, for those that don't know, if you went to GameStop, you generally did not get one. Now, fortunately I got lucky. I got one. But when I got there was a huge line. Now, why was there a huge line? Well, it was for the new TCG set. If it was just the code cards, I don't think there would have been that line. But because the new TCG set Mega Evolution came out, that's why people were lined up. So people are online waiting for that. And while they were there, hey, why not pick up a code card, right? Am I right? I know people can throw around the word scalpers. I'm sure there were scalpers there. I'm sure there were people who just wanted the cards because they love the game. But regardless, releasing the code cards on the same day as a TCG set, probably not the best idea, you know? But not only that, the GameStop I personally went to, and I was able to get one, said they only got 50 total code cards. And that's what a lot of people have been saying. You know, their store, they were told they only got 50 or 100. It seemed to be between 50 and 100, which is ridiculous. I mean, why would the Pokemon Company and GameStop only provide that amount of codes, right? I mean, they should provide more codes. You would think so. You would think so, because they knew this was going to be a big thing. Apparently, it's supposed to go into October 15th, but when you run out within 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it's absolutely insane. Now, I have seen some stories of people getting lucky, which is great, and you know they were able to go after work and pick up some codes. But most of the time, most people did not have that luxury and did not get lucky like that. And again, I got the shiny Miraidon because I redeemed it in Pokemon Scarlet, but I'm not giving up for the shiny Miraidon. I am going to get shiny Miraidon. I don't know how, but we're going to get it. So I posted, can we really get these? My store was out a half hour after opening for the shiny Koraidon and Miraidon. And then Sunny posted, so why is it that GameStop didn't even get any promo cards or code cards to give out? So they were giving out promo cards if you spent $15 on TCG products, but apparently, you know, they didn't get that either. I wasn't there for that, so I didn't even ask about that. So I'm assuming my store may have gotten some, who knows. I was the 20th person in line and waited for over an hour and spent $60 on packs just to get no promo card nor shiny legendary code card. Definitely really unfortunate. Can anyone send me 2 shiny codes? This person, Matt, I guess didn't get it. Jay says there's people camping at GameStop since yesterday. How am I supposed to purchase TCG? Yeah, I mean, that's for TCG, I guess. Yeah, eBay is selling, you know, of course, like if you check eBay, you know, they're listed for 35 plus. I saw them for 50, so I think they went up since this post. So yeah, I mean, again, like if you go to GameStop and you pick one up, then you could list it, you know, on eBay and make good money if you don't care about the actual Pokemon, right? Excuse me. So much for one per customer. Yeah, that's another issue, right? Because you generally want shiny Koraidon and shiny Miraidon, it should be limited to 2 per customer because you want one of each. But it wasn't. And again, like if they limit to 2 per customer, then they need more codes and 50 of them, right? This person got it. That's awesome. Are you getting more in stock since all the stores are out instantly? Yep. My GameStop didn't have any. Let's see. Free Pokemon? I don't know. Was told at 2 locations now that I could not get any shiny legendary codes unless I bought something. So I have heard that as well. They are not free. I mean, that is not true. You have to buy. You don't have to buy anything. Excuse me. But I guess some GameStops have been doing that. Which that actually happened to me once, not during this event. They gave out a Gengar Megastone, I believe. GameStop did that. This was years ago, and they said you had to pre-order the new game. I don't even remember what game was coming out. Was it Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire? I don't even remember. In order to get a code, so I contacted GameStop about it. That is not true. You don't have to purchase anything for these shiny legendaries. So my GameStop wasn't selling them anything, but apparently some were, which is a no-go, so definitely not okay with that. Should not have happened the same day, of course. Yeah, I mean, they shouldn't have had the same day, but they should have gotten more, and limit to 2 per person. Was told at 3 locations they were barely given any compared to the other events, and they were going with the morning scalpers going for the cards. Yeah, again, I don't know, obviously if they were scalpers or not. I'm sure there was scalpers there. I'm sure there were people there for the cards and the code cards too. I did ask for 2. They only gave me 1. Guess I'll have to wait until they redistribute these in Pokemon Legend or a future Pokemon game, I guess. Went to 2 GameStop during midday. Yeah, so you get the point. I mean, people are not able to get these code cards, right? And this is definitely a very poor event. If we go on Joe Merrick's page, he is the webmaster of Serby.net, which I've been using since it came out, essentially. He says, I will never understand why GameStop in the US gets a set amount of code cards for events causing stock issues and reselling. In the UK and parts of Europe, for events like these, the cash registers just print them out from their service so they don't run out. It's much better. So yeah, I mean, obviously, they could have done that. We went there and they just printed out. They could have set up some sort of device so you could just bring your Switch and download it right at the GameStop. So again, you don't run out. So they'll never run out, They could have not done it at GameStop, right? Why do you have to do it at GameStop? Just give it out over mystery gift online, so anyone can download it, right? Why do you need a code card at GameStop? Now, GameStop probably likes this because they get people in the store, so people might pre-order Legends EA, they might buy something else. But when you get a very limited amount, that's not really going to help you. People are just going to get frustrated and leave. Out of disappointment, right? So, because of the small stock they got. So this is absolutely unacceptable. So, what I would encourage you to do, all of you to do, is just reach out to GameStop, contact GameStop, and contact the Pokemon Company. I actually contacted the Pokemon Company, which I haven't heard back from yet. I contacted GameStop, and GameStop told me it's while supplies last. Which technically it says while supplies last, but why do you get a very small amount? And it says it's supposed to last until October 15th. And I understand if it runs out before October 15th, but, it should still last more than 20 minutes, more than a day, right? So GameStop doesn't care, but if enough people contact them, that it might cause the Pokemon Company to redistribute these in some way. They might maybe send more code cards, or they might distribute them over online, which I don't know. Have they ever done that before? I feel like I have not had an issue getting code cards from GameStop before. I always do go day one whenever they distribute these. And I usually, but it's not right away in the morning. It's later in the day, and then I'm able to pick one up. In this case, no, because they got a very, very, very limited amount. I mean, you would think they would get more than 50 code cards. That's absolutely insane. They didn't think these were going to be popular. I mean, of course they knew it was going to be popular. So I don't know what the Pokemon Company is thinking. They need to send more, or they need to provide them another way. But I would recommend not purchasing these on eBay. You don't want to give into that. You don't want these to be $50 Pokemon. You know, they might even go up, you know, as time goes on. So you don't want these to be expensive. So it's not worth purchasing it on eBay. It is also possible they redistribute them, but I need the shiny Koraidon. So I will not be giving up. I'm still hoping that the Pokemon Company realizes their mistake, and they provide these another way. Or they send more code cards. You know, I'll call GameStop every day. You know, I actually called one today. I called 3 today, and one of them, you know, as soon as the person answered, they said, we have no more TCG. I didn't even say anything. They said, well, you know, thanks for calling GameStop. We have no more TCG cards or code cards to give out. How may I help you? So obviously they're getting a lot of calls, right? But hopefully, yeah, the Pokemon Company rectifies this, as I said. And it's always possible they do. So yeah, again, don't buy it on eBay. I would encourage you not to do that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Even if you manage to get both of these, that's great and all. But you could probably still acknowledge that it was a poorly distributed event. But yeah, with that being said, that will be it for this video. I plan on doing a lot of ZA content, so I hope you all stick around for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that, but I need shiny Miraidon. And I'm not going to give up, as I said. But yeah, take care, everyone. Bye.